Hey everyone, Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. Happy Thursday afternoon to you. I got in a small shipment that has some really fun things in it. It has some new Concord and Ninth as well as some Tim Holtz. Not a lot, but hopefully you're going to like what you see. First of all are a few things from the Concord and Ninth July release. There is, first of all, a new turnabout stamp, and this one is called Tropical Vibes. And of course, turnabout stamps are ones you use with your MISTI or your stamp positioner, and that allows you to rotate your paper and actually stamp this multiple times. You can use different colors if you want, and every time you stamp, your whole background comes together more. Hey there, Jan. And you can see that when you're done, you have a whole completed background. And I can just tell you, these really are amazing. We have done some of these before, and people are always like, oh, do you have that pattern paper? They think that it's actually paper that we've used and not the fact that we've stamped it. And it's great because you can stamp it in whatever colors you want, so you can make it match your project. And I will show you an actual finished sample here in a minute. The other one that I am really excited about is a new stamp set and die set called So Pretty. And when you look at the stamp set, you're probably not going to really understand why it is called So Pretty. You can see that we have this diamond, we have some florals, and we also have some sentiments on here, and we also have some stitching there, that long one. But here is the coordinating die, and they really work together so well. All these do is they punch the holes for you so that if you want, you can stitch. And you can see that we have the diamond here, and you notice that it's only part of a diamond, and that's because there's florals that you can fit into that open space. Here is the single flower, and this one here with the stem. But if you want a closed diamond, they've also given you this little fill-in piece so that you can make a complete diamond with the holes. And you also then get the word hello. And I will show you samples in a minute, and I think it will make a lot more sense. And you will be as excited about it as I am. We also got back in some of these silhouette stamps from Creative Expressions, designed by Phil Martin. These are quite large stamps, as you can see here. They are rubber. But what's great about them is you can just use a part of this stamp if your project isn't that big. But if you are working on a larger project, then you can use the whole thing. And silhouette stamps are great because all you need to do is create a pretty background, or even use some pattern paper and stamp this on here, and you have a beautiful card or project. We got back, this one is called Magical Meadow. You can see there's the fairies, the toadstools, there we have a unicorn, so lots of magical things in it. And this one is the same principle. It is called Dragonfly Hideout, and you can see we kind of have this meadow, we have hummingbirds, there we have a heron, and there's a little grasshopper, and we have some dragonflies in there. And again, same principle. You can use all of it, or you can use just a part of it. All right, the last things that we got in are some Tim Holtz from his Chapter 3 release. First of all is a die that this is the first time we've been able to get it in. This is his Geo Halloween. These are really great. We've had some of these from his previous releases, and lots of fun things that you can do with these, and I think they're really great images. You have the bat, the spider, the owl, and the jack-o'-lantern. We also got back in the Crackle 3D embossing folders. These 3D folders are really great, the amount of detail that you get, and I think you can even tell from this image on the front how you get different depths with it. It's not all the same depth, which is what makes it so interesting. This here on the front is showing using the right side, and I would put that in quotation marks. I'll show you a sample here in a minute where they have used the back side, and it's amazing how different it looks. So you really are almost getting two embossing folders for the price of one. The last thing that we got back in are more of the impresslets. These are a combination embossing folder and die all in one. This one is Radiant. And we also got back in the star trim, which includes the two different sizes of trim. And let me grab, I have one of these open, if I can put my hand on it real quickly. Here is the star trim, and you can see what I'm talking about. It's like a traditional embossing folder, the plastic folder, and it has the embossing on the inside, but it also has the die embedded right in it. So at the same time that you are embossing, you are also die cutting. And here is a sample of the Radiant. You can see how beautiful that is. You get 2 different sizes. This was done on just some white cardstock with some gilding polish. This is just a piece of our silver Star Dream paper that I used. And you can even do it on regular cardstock if you want to. That's just regular purple cardstock. Here is the star trim, and I think this is beautiful. Look at that detail that you get in that background. Just amazing. There is the large one and the small one. And here is another one. Both of these were done with pearl gilding polish. If you can believe it, it's the same color. This one was done on black cardstock, and there's 3 coats of gilding polish on it. And this one is the same gilding polish, just done on regular white cardstock. So all kinds of different papers that you can use the impresslets with, and they really are stunning. All right, let me show you some samples. Here is a sample. You can see there is the jack-o'-lantern from the Geo Halloween. And see that embossing folder in the background, and also in the background of this one? That is that Crackle embossing folder, but that's the back side of it. And you can see how puffy and almost quilted that looks. So 2 different looks, 1 embossing folder. All right, so here is the Concord and 9th, so pretty. And this is a combination of the stamp and the die. You can see that every other one of those diamonds is stamped, and then the 2 in between there have been done with the die and have been stitched. And let me just show you here, if I can bring you up, another example. Here is one where they have, whoops, sorry, there's the hello. This thing has a mind of its own. Wants to keep scrolling. I really want to show you this one where you can actually use that open space to put the flower in there. Here is another really cool one where they have done it all over the background and stitched it with the different colors. So a really, really fun stamp and die set. And here is a sample of the Tropical Vibes. You can see how cute that is. But let me show you, because just because you can do it in multiple colors doesn't mean you have to do it in multiple colors. You can do, this one actually does have more than 1 color, but it's all very tone on tone. And so lots of possibilities with those turnabout stamps. All right, that is it for right now. I do have another small shipment, and I will try and get back and share that with you as soon as I can. Hope you have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.